Hi, my name is Berg. I've been restoring automobiles for over 50 years, starting with bicycles when I was a child. And as a result of all this, I've learned a lot of techniques through trial and error, and I wish to pass some of this knowledge on to you. First of all, we're going to show you how to prepare the metal. And of course, we do the body filler first, then we show you how to sand it so that it has no imperfections. It looks nice and smooth. It'll look just like a new panel. We'll show you each step as we go along, and through the beginning, prep the metal, use the body filler, painting, sanding and painting, and then when we get done, it's nice and straight. And it'll look like new panels, okay? And this is a full process deal here too, because we're putting on, it's pearl, that's what it's called. So what we have, this is the sealer. Then we got a primer, a two-stage primer. Then we got a ground coat, which is kind of a yellowish cream color. And then we have the metallic, which is the mid coat, which is the pearl part. And then at the very end, you put on the clear. So five of these things. And you want to do the clear coat. You don't want to do it the next day. You got to do it fairly soon because you want it to kind of meld into the other paint. Otherwise, as you'll see with the old cars, sometimes the clear coat peels off. That's simply because they put it on after the color was dry. And you don't want to put it on too soon either, because then it'll do that. But that's pretty good too. You got to be careful when you do that because you're doing it on clear. That's why you need quite a bit of coats of clear, quite a few coats of clear, so that you don't go all the way through into the color, which I've done. I've only done this for a hobby. I haven't done it for a living, and I just do it in my own vehicles. So I've got a pretty elaborate system that I use now for doing this stuff, but I enjoy doing it, and I enjoy taking a piece of junk and making it into something beautiful. And that's why we take these cars and use body filler sometimes when a lot of people would not do that. They just go out and buy a new box or something for the truck. As I showed you earlier, we'll be getting back to that too, where the box, we put in a lot of filler all the way down one side, a skim coat, and then we sand it all to make it nice and flat. And then when we get done, the idea of that is so that the thing will look like it doesn't have any filler on it. It'll look just like it has a box or new panels put on it, like there's no riffles at all in it. Even new cars have some slope to it sometimes. If you look at it closely, you can see a few riffles in it on a new vehicle. Well, on the old vehicles, you really don't want to see that anymore if you can help it. You want the doors to line up and all that. But I enjoy taking this stuff, this junky stuff, and making it into something that looks really pretty. Right now I have several cars, I won't say how many, but I've done all of them myself. And I do have some more help now that I'm getting older, so I had some guys help me sand and do other things. But I'm trying to show now how you can do it on your own. In most places they allow you to do this. I know the zoning laws are getting more restrictive all the time, so but still you should be able to do it. And you can still buy body filler and paint and everything from these suppliers. I think California's a little tough. But anyway, I'm trying to show you how you can make something, especially you young fellows, if you want to take an old car where you don't have a lot of money. That's the way I started out. And then you make it into something pretty nice. And the old ones, I did the first one in the 80s, early 80s, and I look at it now and it doesn't look very good because I was learning. But the new ones now look a lot better. I showed a picture earlier of the Cadillac, and we just did that recently, and that's kind of rounded iron fender. And that had all kinds of little dents in it, just like the truck box. I went over the skim coat of filler and we sand the whole thing. There's filler over the whole thing actually, but it's not real thick. You don't put it on a 1/4 inch thick. Just enough to cover everything, and then you sand it by hand, all long strokes, so that it makes it nice and smooth when you get done. Go back and forth, up and down at an angle, down at an angle this way, down at an angle this way. And when you get done, if you do it right, coarse sand, medium sand, fine sand, get done and get it painted and everything, it looks really good. The painting is the easy part actually, although you can have runs. But prep is the whole thing, getting it prepped properly, because the thing really looks nice when you put primer on it. Everything looks great because you don't see any dents or anything. And then when you put the clear on or the shiny stuff, then wow, you see everything. So just a few pointers. I'll go to get into more stuff here. I'm getting older now and I want to give some of this knowledge out to some of these younger folks, if we can do that. And hopefully it'll help, okay? Right now, we're going to end this segment right now and we'll get back later.